Hey guys, so today I'm here to share with you finally the tutorial for the flip file using a 12 by 12 paper. I'm really excited that I finally figured out how to do this. So this is what it looks like. I did a previous video on this and I'll go ahead and link that in the description box in case you guys want to check it out. I took inspiration from this flip file. I actually bought this at Hobby Lobby, or I got it from the Target Dollar Spot, this one, and I just basically looked at it and kind of figured out dimensions and things. So let's go ahead and get started. So this piece is your main piece, and this piece is going to be 6 by 12. The top two pieces up here are your side pieces, and those pieces will be 3.5 by 6. And the bottom pieces are going to be 5 7/8 by 2 3/4. And you're going to need 4 of those. And those are basically your dividers. So these are all the pieces that you're going to need. I pre-cut them so everything goes a little quicker. So let's just go ahead and get started. So first we're working on our base piece, and you're going to lay it lengthwise on your scoreboard, and you're going to go ahead and score at 2.5. You're going to score at 3 inches, 7.5, and 8 1/4. After that, I'm going to carefully fold on the crease lines. I fold very gingerly, I guess you want to say, because I don't want to ruin or crack any of the paper. So I kind of did with this, but not really that terrible. As you can see, I'm not really folding on top of the crease. I'm kind of folding around it, and that kind of helps. So next what we're going to do is we're going to get our corner chomper, and I'm going to be using the 1/2 inch cutting side, and I'm going to be rounding the corners on the top flap section, which is the smaller section, if that makes sense. So this is what it looks like. Okay, cool. So now we're going to be making this little tiny opening. As you can see, there's a little tiny indent kind of that shows the dividers and shows all the good fun stuff that it's inside the flip file. And yeah, the two sides, you can see my head measure 3/4 of an inch, so we're going to go ahead and make those cuts. As you can see, 3/4 of an inch, and then we're going to flip it on the side, and we're going to be cutting a 1 inch. So hopefully that makes sense. So you're going to end up with a 4 inch by 1 inch strip. So I'm just cutting it because I was kind of afraid to cut all the way down. I haven't really figured out how to do this yet without, like, I don't know, not cutting it all the way completely yet because I don't want to like ruin anything. So now in the section that is the 3/4 of an inch section, we're going to be punching holes for our elastic. I'm using my crocodile and I'm using the inch side, making sure my level is all the way down, my lever I mean, and I'm going to be centering this in the middle and just punching holes and adding eyelets with the washers. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I chose black. I have black, white, gold, but I decided to go with black. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just setting my eyelets with the washer. It's kind of tedious, but I like the finished look on the back that it gives. So that's what I'm doing here. So now we're going to do the eyelet closure, and if you guys remember, I did a tutorial on this for a flip book, for the envelope flip book. So you're just going to take a 1 inch circle punch and go ahead and center that in the middle, as you can see, and I'm just making sure everything is center. And then you're going to punch your hole in the center of that, and then you're going to go ahead and set your eyelet. And then just peel off the washi tape. The washi tape kind of holds it down. And that's what it looks like. So now we're going to go ahead and add our elastic. I measured, and this elastic was about, I believe, 9 inches. And then I'm just going to tie. You want to tie it twice. And I'm going to motion to you twice right now, because if you do it once, it's just going to go through the eyelet. So be sure to go ahead and tie that twice, and you're going to basically do the same thing to the other side. So once I have this tied, it was giving me a little bit of problems, but I'm going to go ahead and string it around to the other side, like so, and tie it the same way. So now we're going to go ahead and score our side pieces. I'm going to go ahead and score them every 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch, and so forth. And these, like I said before, are your side pieces. We had cut 4 dividing pieces, and these are the sides that basically hold it in. So we're going to go ahead and score the 1/2 inch, make the 1/2 inch score marks on both pieces. So now you're going to want to do a mountain valley fold, and you're going to want to start with the fold going outward, not inward, outward like this. Why that is, I don't know. That's just how I do all of mine, and I don't know, I find it the other way is kind of weird when you fold it inward, so I just always start with my fold with whatever, you know, design paper I'm using, the design being on the outside. I always fold my first fold outward. So this is what it will look like. And you're going to want to do the same thing to the other side. So now we're ready to glue our dividers onto our side pieces. So first you have this front flap, the back of the front flap, then the second flap. You're going to want to go ahead and put some adhesive on the back, on the side, and just adhere it right in the crease, also meeting the edge or lining the edge up of the bottom. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But this is hard kind of explaining, but I hope you guys can see what I'm doing, and I hope it helps. So see how I have the edge right in the crease and the bottom edge is all lined up? Then you're going to want to skip that flap behind it and go on the start of your third flap. So if you guys can see, like so. Then you're going to want to skip that flap and start and adhere the next divider on your fourth flap. So skip this one and glue right here. Like so. Skip that one and glue your divider on your fifth flap. Right here, like I said, you know, right up against the crease, making sure that the edges are all lined up. And this is what it will look like. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So it's going to be the exact same thing. So I'm just, you know, gluing on that second flap, on the front of the second flap, right in the crease, and making sure the edge, the bottom lines up. And not much to say here, just that, you know, what you did on the first side, you're going to do on the second. So you're going to be, you know, putting adhesive on the back, and right here I am adhering the end of the divider onto the third flap, the front of the third flap. So you're just going to go ahead and continue on until you are done with the dividers. And so this is how it will look. And it's not 100% perfect because it's not like, thin plastic. So it is going to be a tiny bit warped in the middle, but you won't even notice it only when you're like pressing it flat. And who's going to do that? Because you're going to be stuffing it with goodies. So you're going to want to put some adhesive on the back flaps. And we're going to be adhering it into the inside of the base that you created first. So I'm using my AT G-gun tape. Can't talk today. And I am lining it up. You'll see I'm going to show you that there's the crease right here. I'm putting it right on top of the crease, lined up with the edge. So I'm trying to show you guys, but I'm totally like out of frame for a second. So I'm right on top of the crease, at the same time lining it up right with the edge. So even though I'm not in frame, I hope you guys can still see what I'm doing. So I'm going to be doing that to the other side as well, and you're not really going to see me either. Sorry, guys. When I filmed this, my kids were all over the place, so I was not really paying attention. So see how everything is lined up on the edge, and yeah, so that's what it looks like. And now you're going to be just putting some adhesive on the front flaps right here, and then we're going to be closing it up. So this is my stupid ATG gun tape got all gross on me. This is going to be a little bit more tricky just because, I don't know, I can't explain why, but when you guys make this, you'll kind of see why it's tricky. So you kind of have to fold it like so. And I shouldn't have added glue to that, but oh well. I worked around it. So you want to put it on the crease. See what I mean? It's kind of like, you got to kind of fidget with it, but you want to have it on the crease at the same time lining it up with the edge. And once you make a few of these, or even a couple of these, you'll get the hang of it. After a while, it's super easy. But yeah, see, I'm just lining it up with the edge. Same thing to the other side. Pressing it, and that's it. That is the flip file. Look at this, how cute it is. And I used the Say Cheese collection from Simple Stories because I have a ton of stuff to go for this, or that goes with this, all the embellishments and all that. So I'm going to have fun playing in this. And yeah, you're just going to put your elastic around the eyelet closure, and you have your flip file using a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. So I hope you guys had fun with the tutorial and found it easy to follow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!